We are outside the map, and today we invite you to explore a Sicily that few know, an island that breathes history in every stone, guards secrets in its narrow streets, and seems to stop time in villages where the everyday blends with the legendary. Beyond the postcards of Palermo, Catania, or Taormina, there is a territory that few travelers tread, where every corner seems to whisper stories waiting to be discovered. Here, villages rise as silent witnesses to centuries of conquests, earthquakes, and lives intertwined with the land they inhabit. Walking through Sicily is often like walking through a map of time, where each village, each ruin, each tower tells its own version of history. Some time ago, we already explored some of these otherworldly places. Savoca, with its alleys evoking the Godfather. Erice, suspended between clouds and castles. Castelmola, with its viewpoints overlooking the Mediterranean. That video showed us that there is a Sicily the tourist maps don't reveal, an island with corners reserved only for those willing to venture a little further. Today, we will continue that journey, delving even deeper into the unknown. Get ready to discover villages hidden in the mountains, ruins that seem like ghosts from the past, forgotten castles, and breathtaking landscapes. Each location will come with its exact position, maps in hand so you can imagine exactly where these hidden gems lie. This is not just a geographic tour, it is a sensory and emotional journey, where every step will connect us with the most authentic essence of Sicily. 10 places, 10 stories, and an invisible thread that connects them. The magic of the unexpected. Let's open this secret map together and allow ourselves to be amazed by the Sicily that doesn't appear in the guidebooks, the Sicily waiting to be discovered. Let's begin. Palazzolo Acreide, the hidden theater of the gods. Located in the province of Siracusa, Palazzolo Acreide is one of those treasures that Sicily quietly guards. While Siracusa dazzles with its classical history and Noto shines with its resplendent baroque, here time seems to have stood still, offering a perfect contrast. A village where baroque architecture coexists with an almost secret Greek theater, a place few tourists discover, and where you can feel the breath of antiquity in every stone. Its narrow, sun-drenched streets invite slow wandering. Houses with wrought iron balconies and whitewashed facades seem to tell the stories of generations who lived here, working the land, celebrating festivals, and keeping traditions alive that the modern world has almost forgotten. Cafes and small trattorias tempt you to sit and observe life moving at a leisurely pace, where time is measured not by clocks, but by the light bathing the streets and the rhythm of footsteps on stone. But what truly takes your breath away is the Greek theater hidden among the village hills. Walking along its stone seats is like stepping back centuries. You can almost hear the echoes of ancient tragedies and comedies. Imagine actors dressed in tunics and masks, and feel how each stone has absorbed the murmurs of an audience that applauded and laughed millennia ago. Palazzolo Acreide is not just a place to see, it is a place to feel. A space where history becomes tangible and where the beauty of the hidden invites you to pause, breathe, and listen to what the ancient gods still seem to whisper among the ruins. Gangi, a village suspended in the mountains. In the heart of the Madonna Park, in the province of Palermo, lies Gangi, a village that seems to defy gravity with its houses perched on the rocks and streets unfolding like terraces toward the horizon. From above, the view is endless. Green mountains stretching into the distance, valleys intertwining with rivers and olive groves, and a sky that feels closer than anywhere else. Walking through Gangi is like stepping into a painting suspended in time, where every corner reveals an unexpected postcard. In 2014, Gangi was chosen as the most beautiful village in Italy, yet its streets have not become a crowded tourist destination. Visitors remain few, and authenticity is preserved in the fresh mountain air, in the squares where the elders play cards, and in the courtyards where cats stretch lazily in the sun. Every stone, balcony, and arch tells the story of generations who have lived, worked, and loved in this privileged height, maintaining the essence of a medieval village that resists disappearing. The feeling of wandering through Gangi is that of being in a forgotten fortress, protected by its natural walls and by the patience of time. Its narrow, steep streets invite you to get lost, to pause, and to notice the details. A carved doorway, an ancient well, a hanging garden seemingly suspended in midair. In the end, Gangi is not just a place to see, it is a place to feel the history and the strength of a village that has survived the centuries, suspended between earth and sky, and still preserves its mystery intact. Noto Antica, the city, the earthquake erased. In the province of Siracusa lies Noto Antica, a place where history and nature intertwine in a breathtaking way. Over 3 centuries ago, in 1693, a devastating earthquake struck the city, leaving behind ruins that time has not fully erased. Walking through its deserted streets, one can imagine the life that once flowed among these stones. Markets, religious festivals, laughter, and everyday footsteps frozen in the echo of history. Today, the ruins are covered by vegetation, gradually reclaiming their space and turning each crumbling building into a canvas where nature and the past merge. Cracked walls, partially collapsed churches, and forgotten houses create a dramatic contrast with the new Noto, rebuilt in Baroque style and transformed into a bustling tourist destination. Here, in the ancient city, time seems to have stopped, allowing visitors to walk among ghosts and hear the whisper of a past that refuses to fade away. Every corner of Noto Antica invites you to pause and observe how memory and nature coexist, reminding us that even what has been destroyed can continue to tell stories centuries later. Pantalica, the necropolis in the rock. Between Siracusa and Catania, in the valley of the Anapo River, stretches Pantalica, a necropolis that seems carved by wind and time. Thousands of tombs excavated into the cliffs form a silent and awe-inspiring landscape, a witness to civilizations that inhabited Sicily millennia ago. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this place remains almost unknown to international tourists, allowing it to retain an aura of mystery that few places can offer. Walking through Pantalica is experiencing a sepulchral silence, broken only by the song of a bird or the whisper of the wind among the stones. Every crevice in the rock, every step carved by ancient hands speaks of lives that vanished yet left an indelible mark. There are no crowds to distract the attention. Here, history is tangible and physical, compelling visitors to pause, breathe, and reflect. Pantalica is a space where the past meets the present, where memory and silence create an experience that moves and fascinates those who venture to explore it. Salemi, the secret capital of Italy. In the province of Trapani lies Salemi, a small village that holds one of the most unusual episodes in Italian history. In 1860, during the Expedition of the Thousand, Giuseppe Garibaldi proclaimed it the capital of Italy for a single day, a fleeting moment that turned this forgotten place into a protagonist of unification. Today, Salemi retains that air of historical secrecy, as if time itself had decided to preserve only the echoes of that memorable day. Its medieval streets intertwine in labyrinths of stone and centuries-old arches. The Norman castle, standing watch from above, recalls the strength of a defensive past and the strategic importance of the village in earlier centuries. Walking through Salemi is like getting lost in a space where every alley, every square, seems to hold a story waiting to be told. The villagers still live at the slow rhythm of the town, and in every everyday gesture, one can feel the authenticity of a Sicily untouched by mass tourism. The feeling of wandering through Salemi is that of discovering a secret chapter of history, a place where the extraordinary hides within the ordinary. Strolling along its cobbled streets and observing the details of its medieval architecture is to imagine Garibaldi's proclamation and to feel, for a brief moment, that you yourself are part of that historic day that transformed Italy. Salemi is a reminder that even the smallest villages can hold stories that seem impossible to forget. Cefalà Diana, castle and medieval thermal waters. In the province of Palermo lies Cefalà Diana, a tiny village that combines history and mystery in every corner. Its Arab Norman castle, standing atop the hill, overlooks the white houses and narrow streets, recalling centuries of conquests and strategic defenses. Every stone seems to whisper the secrets of those who inhabited this place since the Middle Ages. Cefalà Diana is also home to historic thermal waters, used for centuries as a refuge and for healing. Immersing yourself in them is like traveling through time, feeling the touch of waters that have witnessed generations, listening to stories of love, work, and survival. The entire village maintains a slow, almost suspended rhythm, where every alley invites you to pause and listen to the history hidden behind the walls. Visiting Cefalà Diana is like stepping into an intimate, secret space, a place where history blends with nature, where every step leads to discovery, and where one can imagine what life was like in a Sicily that remains alive only for those who dare to seek it. Ferla, the community heart of Sicily. In the province of Syracuse lies Ferla, a small Baroque village that seems frozen in time, where every square, every church, and every alley breathes harmony. Its charm lies not only in its architecture, but in the life that pulses within it. Ferla is renowned for its community initiatives, the closeness among neighbors, and its ability to maintain a quality of life that many villages have lost over the years. Located a short distance from Pantalica, Ferla becomes a strategic point for those looking to combine history, nature, and culture. Its whitewashed houses and cobbled streets invite leisurely strolls, pausing in front of decorated balconies, listening to the murmurs of everyday life, and sensing that time here flows differently. Ferla is a space to feel authentic Sicily, the Sicily that beats in its squares, that can be heard in neighbors' conversations, and that is appreciated in the patience of its customs. Ferla teaches that the essence of a place is not always in its fame, but in the life that keeps every street and every stone alive. Militello in Val di Catania, the baroque that endures. In the province of Catania lies Militello in Val di Catania, a village that is part of the famous Val di Noto circuit, but remains almost unknown to tourists. Unlike Noto or Ragusa, here Baroque feels intimate and silent, displayed in palaces, churches, and squares that seem to be waiting to be discovered by curious eyes. Strolling through Militello is like walking through an open-air museum, where carved facades, wrought iron balconies, and welcoming squares tell centuries of history without the distraction of crowds. Each building conveys a sense of resilience. Despite earthquakes and the passage of time, the Baroque remains intact, offering beauty and serenity to those who venture through its streets. The feeling is that of discovering a corner where art and history merge into daily life, where every step reveals details that might go unnoticed in busier cities. Militello in Val di Catania demonstrates that true luxury is walking without hurry, enjoying the architecture, and feeling the calm that only an almost secret village can provide. Borgo Parrini, a Sicilian corner with a gaudy soul. In the province of Palermo lies Borgo Parrini, a small village that seems straight out of a storybook, where art and rural tradition blend in a surprising way. Restored and redecorated by its residents, its houses are painted in vivid colors and adorned with mosaics that recall Gaudi's aesthetic, while retaining a deeply Sicilian essence. Every facade, every door, every alley invites you to pause and admire the ingenuity and creativity of those who transformed this place into a unique corner. Walking through Borgo Parrini is a sensory experience. The colors brighten your gaze, the mosaics tell little stories, and the village's tranquility allows you to enjoy every detail at leisure. Despite its artistic modernization, it retains the warmth of a rural village, where life unfolds between the simplicity of the everyday and the beauty of the extraordinary. Exploring Borgo Parrini feels like stepping into a space suspended between reality and fantasy, where art becomes part of daily life, and every step reveals the perfect fusion of tradition and creativity. It is a place that surprises, inspires dreaming, and proves that even the smallest villages can harbor great wonders. Tindari, the Black Madonna and the Endless Sea. In the province of Messina, atop a promontory overlooking the Tyrrhenian Sea, lies Tindari, a sanctuary that blends spirituality, history, and breathtaking landscapes. The sanctuary of the Black Madonna is the heart of the site, and according to legend, its presence has protected fishermen and travelers for centuries. Surrounding it are Greek and Roman ruins, including an ancient theater that recalls Tindari's importance in classical times. Walking through Tindari, one can feel how history and faith intertwine. Every stone seems to carry centuries of devotion, and the panoramic sea views create a sense of eternity. The sea breeze and the golden light of sunset enhance the majesty of the sanctuary and ruins, making visitors feel suspended between sky and sea. The legend of the Black Madonna, protector of those who sail the Tyrrhenian, adds an aura of mystery and reverence. Here, one does not merely visit a sanctuary, one experiences a sacred space where contemplation and history meet. Tindari is a place where the human and the divine converge, where past and present merge in every corner, and where the beauty of the unexpected leaves an impression that lingers long after departure. Sicily is a place that never ceases to surprise. Each journey reveals secrets that seem invisible to those who only follow the well-trodden paths. From the cliffs of Pantalica to the colorful alleys of Borgo Parrini, this island reminds us that its essence cannot be exhausted in a single visit. Every village, every ruin, every sanctuary is an invitation to look beyond the obvious, to pause, and to discover the magic that remains hidden. If today we have ventured into Palazzolo Acreide, Gangi, Noto Antica, or Tindari, it is only a part of what Sicily has to offer. And as we've shown in this video and the previous one, there are still fascinating places waiting to be explored. Every trip to Sicily is in reality a journey within oneself, an opportunity to surrender to the unexpected and to the beauty that emerges in the least expected corners. Travel, after all, is about discovering what no one tells you, listening to what the stones whisper, and feeling part of the history that surrounds us. Sicily teaches us that maps are only guides, and that the true adventure lies on paths we have yet to trace. Every hidden village, every forgotten ruin, every unexpected view reminds us that the world holds treasures for those brave enough to seek them.